It is as I thought. There's many more. Presumably, there seems to be many more orcs on the Orc Islands, or at least was. This interlude seems to uncover what is going on in there in the meantime. While this is happening in on the continent of Arcane. With Rav still missing and Zermac still gone, Rangul and his forces are being brought to the current main base of the goblins. Still unsure how to proceed with his invasion from here on, having lost so many warriors, Rangul considers calling for additional reinforcements from the Orc Islands. The demons have proven to be more powerful than he thought possible. He does not know yet what occurred on the Orc Islands. Oh, right, the Orc Islands, that's what got burnt out. Ah, okay, right. But still, those islands, if that was the entirety of the islands, that was pretty fucking small. Oh, I now get it, right. Took me a while to remember. Those are the islands near the Arcane continent, not actually the islands where most of the massive fleet went, as the unknown entity says in the cinematic. Okay. Such is description of the interlude Lost the Daughters. Oh yeah, because they pay. Welcome to our humble mining base, my good orcs. I am Peckham the Mechanic, one of the leaders of the Goblin Federation. I'm glad that my boys were able to get you out of the danger zone alive, before you got yourselves killed. We thank you for the hospitality, Goblin, even if it was rather expensive. Tell me, where are the rest of my forces? Some are around here in the base. Others have been moved into the tunnels to be treated properly with food, water, and medicine. You are fewer than we expected, if I'm honest. Some of our forces are still out there, but they are being gathered. We did not all travel here. Ah, you must be referring to that rider clan, led by that one very angry wolf rider. We have seen them moving into the heart of Carol, attacking the humans. I wouldn't count on seeing them again. He what? Has Rav lost his mind? Damn him. I did not strengthen him and his clan so he could ride to death like a fool. I will... No sense complaining about it now. It is way too late to even try making contact with him. Trust me. From what my zeppelins have seen, he's running right towards the human castle. You will not reach him before I either conquer it or die trying. Forget about him for now. You have to look on the bright side. My people will help you in your conquest, and you will even get your gold back if you agree to the proposal. Sounds good, does it not? Help us? Really? Where is the catch? What proposal? My business partner's proposal, of course. As far as I know, you know each other. Hello, father. It has been a while, has it not? Amari. Wait, what? You have a daughter? How come I do not know of that? He doesn't. This woman is an exile, a traitor to the traditions of our kind. She... Oh, just shut it, Sasragarn. I didn't see Grovzag around, so there is no one to protect you. On your own, you never were very intimidating, you spineless coward. As for your question, Vanessa, I was considered rebellious and kept away from you until I had been exiled. That is why we never met before, even though I knew your name. Why were you exiled? Because I wanted to fight, like all orcs do. The traditions forbid it, and I did not accept. So I was exiled after that bastard of a brother Sasragarn over there told the entire clan that I was about to accompany them on one of their raids in disguise. I did what I had to do to preserve our Nonsense! You knew that if I were successful, father would want me to lead the clan after his death instead of his weakling son. You... Enough! We have no time for this. Amari, your goblin friend, told us that you have a proposal for us. Tell me. Despite our exile, my clan and I have been watching your invasion with great interest. After all, if you were successful, it would mean a new age for the orcs. However, you failed. Horribly. Your invasion is lost. Even if you manage to gather all the survivors, you wouldn't even stand a chance against the Imperials or the demons. The Empire has sent new elite forces over from the other side of the sea. You will lose to them. We will send word back home then and call for more reinforcements. I'm afraid that will not help you at all. One Eye? What are you doing here? You should be defending our home. I am sorry, Rangul. I have failed you. Out of nowhere, a massive fleet of humans had us surrounded. Led by soldiers in crimson armor, they attacked our shores before we could even attempt to organize a defense. We tried to fight back, but stood no chance. I did what I could to gather as many survivors as possible, but they were slaughtering everyone mercilessly. Without the help of the goblins, I would be dead as well. The Orc Islands are no more. Everything has been burned to the ground. This can't be. Our homes, our race. You see how your odds stand, Father. You have to make a choice now. Do you want to be remembered for your folly that led our race to its doom, or do you want our race to survive? Oh, am I gonna make a choice? Gimme. This is hardly a choice, Amari. Get to the point. You need allies. The forest trolls have been mostly wiped out by the demons. They may have gone extinct for all I know. I have allied with their relatives, the dark trolls. As you are obviously aware, I have also allied with the goblins. We can all work together. What's the catch? And in order to do that, you and your clan want to return from exile, I assume? More than that, old man. We want the other women to be allowed to fight if they wish to do so. The traditions and the old ways of our race have led you to where you stand now. It is time for a new age. Oh, she's dismounted, that's why I didn't recognize her. Ridiculous, just ridiculous. I don't see why not. I've already tried telling you that the old ways of the orcs, with having everything and everyone slaughtered, would lead to no good. Uh-oh, I think I know. I don't get a choice because I have finished the side quest. And with your exiles, the goblins and the dark trolls, what do? We have lost our homes and we're unable to break into the rich parts of the kingdoms. Even if we were to take back our home, a couple of islands that have been burned to the ground will not help our people survive. The goblins and the dark trolls are not the only ones we have made contact with, Rangul. We are also in contact with the centaurs. Oh wait, she's not dismounted, the centaurs. The centaurs of Saria, yes. As you may know, they have been under attack by the humans ever since the end of the First Void War. Who's casting? Oh. We could gain quite a lot by aiding them in their war. Not only would they provide us with cavalry support, the Kingdom of Salia would be a much better target for us than any other kingdom. They have very powerful spellcasters, the humans in there. With the help of the goblins, we could finally reach it. In the past, we never were able to raid it. The other kingdoms and the realm of the dwarves were always in the way. Saria holds many riches, Father. This is not a simple raid we are talking about. This is an opportunity to take the Kingdom of Saria for our own. A new home for the orcs and their allies. And it's gonna be fucking difficult, I can bet on that already. I know what you want to say, Sasragarn, but the orcs are not capable of doing this on their own. Only united can we do this one. Can we do this? The orcs are no longer in position to be arrogant enough to believe that they do not need allies. And you are never strong enough to fight for yourself. I would beg to differ, but this is your only option, Father. The humans are after you. A general called Leric has sent entire regiments of the Imperial army after you, led by a mercenary named Derek. We spied on their conversation. This Derek is going to hunt us until the entirety of Orkkind has been destroyed. I completely agree with this, Rangul. It is time to put an end to your genocide against the humans. You have to focus on building a new home for our people instead. Do I get to make a choice? Come on. Very well, Amari. I shall allow you and your exiles to return. I shall also accept you as my daughter again. We will march to Saria together. We will take Saria as our new home, and then take revenge on the humans who destroyed our home. I don't get to make a choice. Let's skip the pleasantries, honey. I got no time for that, and the boys don't trust your kind. What could you possibly have to offer? Gold? How much? How about a chance to take revenge for the death of your father instead? I didn't notice the name of the pirate. This sounds like I guess it's a story plot twist. As in to set up the addition of multiple units and new ways to go, because I was talking about that yesterday in the Discord of Skillgan, and he streams Warcraft 3, he used to play Paladins, he was a worldwide known pro at Paladins, I think, and I talked about it with him and people from his Discord, Benicium and Murloc, that's their names. And I discussed that I think that if you want to take your product to new ways, if you want to make a sequel better, you have to abandon some of the things that the earlier version, that the first one did, in order to be able to actually expand and improve. And I think that actually I'm gonna talk about this again at the start of the next video, because it's gonna be a gameplay video, which I think more of you will watch, at least the start. But whatever. I think that if you want to improve, you have to forget some things to be able to, logically, like, impose the improvements. It's like if you look at Risk of Rain 1 and Risk of Rain 2, there is a massive gap in between how they play, because I think, at least, that's how it is. I never played Risk of Rain 2, but Risk of Rain 1 is a side view, it has some platforming, it's a roguelike or roguelite, and Risk of Rain 2 is a third-person 3D game, which has randomized levels, much more randomized than the first game did, and it has different items, bosses behave in a different way. There's the new thing where you have to aim your abilities, and you don't just shoot in a line as the commando. And if they wanted to really improve, keeping the same graphics wouldn't work. I am one which would really love if they provided more of the same, but more refined. And the problem arises that if they provided more of the same, more refined, there wasn't much to be refined in the first place. There were a few things that could be refined, but not all that many. So if they wanted to make big improvements, and they knew they could make big improvements and improve the game in a big way, they had to ditch the side view and the not even 2D, it's probably like 1D. Like, I don't know, it's like you see only one side of the character at all times. So it's like, I get that. But I wish. It's like, and how does it connect to this? Look, if goblins never happened, if centaurs never happened, if Amari never happened, what would we be getting? What kind of units would we be getting? We would still be getting, it's like, same, look, another melee orc unit. Look, another ranged orc unit. Look, another flyer orc unit. It's like, yeah, okay. Might be interesting. But I think a well of ideas when it comes to making new orc units and justifying where they actually came from and why they haven't been used up until now is very limited. And so it goes for any race that, suddenly, whoa, we have this unit available. How did it happen? Where did it come from? Why did we not use it until now? So, yeah. It's, I think it's a interesting interlude, to say the least. Still trying to think about the story, though. Where is this headed? What is the goal? I suppose this is analogy the word? I don't think so. Let me look it up on, not Google, on the center, because screw Google. What was the word? Analogy? Transferring information or meaning from particular blah blah blah. What the fuck? Similarity between, like, features of two things. Okay, yeah. This is like an analogy to to Warcraft's or World of Warcraft's Horde, I think. But I think there's gonna be a bigger plot twist than that. I don't think they're gonna stay as allies until the end. Although, goblins stay for as long as you pay. The Amari expressed that she, killing her own father is not really that far out of the reach as an option. So, the moment he stops listening, there's gonna be an assassination. And, so far, I think, if Rangul dies, they maybe won't listen and they'll fight Amari, like the rest of the clan, but what do I know? Well, that's it for the theorizing and the lengthy explanation. Or lengthy opinion. Yeah, so I'll see you in the chapter 6.